One of the biggest problems I have with Sam DeMayer over the years is that he will cause a stir or a problem pitting people against each other. And I don't know if he does this directly, but he just did it now where I clearly said on that other video that it was not coming from a source, not coming from any legal paperwork, not coming from any trace whatsoever, that it was strictly an opinion of mine about the future of Disney Plus. I said that purposely in the beginning of the video. It was an opinion. I wasn't even speculating. I wasn't even anything. I wasn't even getting anything from a source. I said years ago when I did the Everything Show, and there was only Netflix and nothing else. And then all of a sudden, they started making streaming services. And then I said then years ago that Disney Plus, they shouldn't do a streaming service, and that this one, FX, shouldn't do a streaming service, and AMC shouldn't do a streaming service, and Paramount shouldn't do a streaming service. And I said that there's going to be so many damn streaming services. They're going to cancel each other out. They're giving people too many choices. People are going to dump them. There's going to be a crash and burn. And when the dust is settled, it's going to be Netflix and something else. And all these things are going to realize they made a mistake, and they're going to merge, or they're going to put stuff on each other's stuff, and that's what's going to happen. And Disney Plus is going to put stuff like they did before on Sony or Netflix or whatever the hell it's going to be, or whatever it is. Sony doesn't even have a streaming service now, but like, it's just, it's going to go away. And the way Disney Plus does things, it's half ass. Okay? Netflix is spending the money. Disney Plus is a pretender, and they make it like they want to spend the money, but they don't go that extra mile. And what happened is they're too opinionated, where they're putting shit out that is woke and crap that they think is going to sell, and it will sell to them, but it doesn't sell to the general audience, and they're taking too many risks and too many problems. She-Hulk doesn't work. Echo doesn't work. Ironheart doesn't work. Secret Invasion doesn't work. Captain America and Bucky, or Falcon and Bucky, half worked. But you're doing too much crap. Star Wars The Acolyte. Star Wars this, Star Wars that. Half of it's garbage. Not all of it. But what's happening is you don't have a Star Wars show all year around, or so many Star Wars shows that they're spread out throughout the whole year. You should have a Star Wars show, let's say, January, February, and March. And then another one starts March, April, May. And another one starts May, June, July. And another one starts July, August, September. And then October, November, December. You should have like stuff that continues where there's no interruption in order to hold on to your subscribers. And Disney is not doing that because they're getting it confused. They're putting out stupid shit, and then they're like, well, we're putting too much stuff out. No, you're not putting enough out, and you're not putting enough good shit out. So you're trying to half-ass it as a streaming service. And what's happening is, with Doctor Who, you'll have Doctor Who on there. Doctor Who's over. You don't have a back catalog. They unsubscribe. You put Star Wars out. Andor's on. Andor ends. There's nothing Star Wars for a while. Unsubscribe. You put Ironheart out. It's shit. It won't even get people to subscribe. But yet, if you put out Steve Rogers' Captain America show, people would subscribe. But again, that's not even worthy. That's worthy of a movie, not a TV show. And then, yes, Disney Plus forced the fans and forced the directors and the writers to do their homework and watch Disney Plus. And I hated that. I hated that. I said that people are going to say, fuck you, Kevin Feige, and they're not going to listen. Just like Sam Raimi didn't fucking listen, but because he didn't listen, and because he had to do homework, he screwed up Doctor Strange, where it probably would have did hundreds of millions of dollars more had he watched WandaVision. And now they learned their lesson, and they're not doing that shit anymore. Too late. So I don't need people to, if you're gonna tell another YouTuber about something I said, just send them the video and don't even speak for me, and don't even try to make it like you know what the fuck you're talking about, Sam, because you fucking said half truths and half things, and you didn't tell him it was an opinion and not from my source. And then he says his opinion on me, and no disrespect to him, but he knows his, and then it gets me pissed off, and then next thing you know, people are fighting. And there's no reason for wars and fighting if there doesn't need to be. Because then I start to get mad because I'm like, I don't need his opinion, and I don't want to hear his opinion, and then I'm gonna get mad and offended. And then next thing you know, me and him are fighting. So like that, there's no reason for that. All right, there's peaceful coexistence between Dr. Freedom and me, and he's in his area and I'm in my area, and we don't mention each other. And that's it. The only time I mentioned him was I said, okay, you know, I don't care if you like it or not, but I watch Dr. Freedom every morning because it's a routine when I have my coffee and Sharon's going to work. I'm listening to him. Not listening to him that I agree with him. I'm listening to him as a regular thing. Not listening to him for news. Don't need that. I have my own sources. Just a regular thing. Like I'll watch other podcasts. Okay? So I listen to Dr. Freedom. Not that I agree with him. And I don't watch Doomcock. So stop that shit too. Because back in the day when I used to watch, I'm like, this guy's full of shit. This guy knows shit about shit. And I don't watch him. Like when he first started, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I'm like, oh, he's just trying to be like Dr. Freedom with the mask and shit. And he's just a fucking copy. And he's a bad copy to begin with. So I don't listen to Doomcock. I don't watch Doomcock. Back in the day, I watched him. I didn't agree with him. So now I just watch Dr. Freedom every morning because it's part of my morning routine of watching Dr. Freedom as Sharon's getting ready to go to work. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm having cereal. It's like the sun comes up. That's it. Nothing else. So don't look into things more than anything. And I don't know if he watches me, and that's fine. But again, he's not watching me for like my news because he has his own source as well. So there you go. Take care. Bye for now.